Hi guys, over the next couple of days I'm going out to a couple of car shows, classic car shows. We're going to a small one today. I'm going to take a couple of elderly relatives with us, so we're going to have a bit of a walk around. I'm going to take a few photographs. I'm also going to see what sort of footage I can get from there, see if it's interesting, see what's there. I think it's only a small show, so there may only be 2 or 3 cars, I'm not sure. And then tomorrow I'm going to quite a big show, which is called the Clwyd Vintage and Veteran Machinery Society. I know that's a mouthful. That's their annual show, and that's on the Oswestry Showground near Wrexham. Shrewsbury, I think it's on the way to as well. It's Oswestry anyway. So we're going to go there tomorrow, and that one's going to be a bit of a bigger one. But today we're going to have a quick look round this little show. It's in a place called Hawarden in North Wales. It's Hawarden. Hawarden. It's where the Prime Minister Gladstone from Queen Victoria's reign, his family come from there, so they've got quite a few of the Gladstones still live up in that area, and the field that we're going to be going to is Gladstone's field. So let's see what it's all about, eh? I'm not sure what's going to be there. Probably burger vans and a couple of cars. I don't know if there's going to be any moderns. There may be. I'm not sure. Generally these things are classic cars, but go and have a look and see what we find, eh? Well, we're just arriving at the show. It is only a little one, as expected. There's quite a few on this weekend, so there's larger shows on. We've probably got quite a few cars in attendance. That's been honking since we arrived, so I'm going to move away from that. Yeah, there's a couple of vehicles were rolling out as we got here, and it's only been open an hour and a bit, and there's a bike on its way now as well, so I don't think people are hanging around very long, which is a shame. So I'll get a few photos and a bit of footage. It's a beautiful old car, isn't it? Austin 6. I know the Austin 7. What I'm going to do is nip round with this now, get a few shots of the cars and what have you, and then I'll get some photographs. Old Morris Minor, I've got one of these. It's not in anywhere near as good a condition as this though. It's got semaphores.
My name is Harry.
There we go, I'll find the button eventually. See those things there?
So here we go, pay attention.
What happens, this car hasn't got indicators. So when it's turning, those little things flick out. See, no indicators, just spotlights. This one's got indicators. What I think I'll do, I'll go through the top line first. There's a pooch there. And then I'll walk round the next row and then I'll get some photos. Another Austin 6. Porsche.
So while we're waiting there to watch them put the tent up, we'll have a little
Citroen 2CV Dolly.
Yourself. So the three in the here rows, how long they've been in the Scouts?
I remember when those were just people's cars. MG. They always had the problem with head gaskets, these.
So about 4.
But once it was replaced, it was fine. Saab 93 V6. I used to have a 93. Ferrari. Nice, isn't it?
Any adventures you go away for nights?
Another Porsche. Here we go, a Mustang, a bit of American muscle. I love that it looks like it's been painted in Hammerite. Cracking. An Impala. I've got to admit, I do like the Impalas. What's this in it? 71 maybe? Impala. Sure. Oh, here we go. 1970. I'll tell you where I first started to like these. In the film Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Hunter S. Thompson owned one and lent it to Johnny Depp. Isn't it a beauty? Volkswagen. Just look at the size of that Impala. It's massive. Jaguar.
So there we go, there's not the Scout. I'll have a little chat about what it's all about again. There we go, Harry.
Sunbeam Talbot. My granddad had one of these. I've got photos of it somewhere. His was black. Identical pretty much, but black. This is a cool little thing. Gilburn Invader. It's a Welsh car, made in Wales. And you can tell because it's got it doesn't sound quite right, that, does it? Yeah, it's got So it's got a dragon on it. Right, let's see if we can capture some of these before they clear off. And then I can get back and get some photos. AC Cobra. BMW. It's the Bandits Trans Am. Well, a gold version. It's difficult to get all these in. So many cars. I was quite surprised. I thought there'd be about 6. Good old Mercedes estate. That thing will go forever. That'll last for donkey's years, that car.
So what we're going to be doing at the Jamboree, we're going to meet over thousands of people up there.
There you are. Yeah, they're cracking cars. The old Volkswagen. Another popular vehicle. Another classic old Mercedes there. 500 SL. Don't see many of these now. They used to be knocking around on the roads here for a while, but sort of Vauxhall Carlton. A company called Lotus got hold of these things, these Carltons, and they beasted them up back in the early 90s. I think there was a story of some Ram Raiders stole one of these and went round looting loads of shops with the police trying to catch them. But the police were in Metros, which are like a little tiny car, and these things, the Lotus version at least, did 177 miles an hour, so they had no chance. Another Corvette. Reliant Scimitar. I've got one of these as well. I inherited it off my dad. It's in that colour blue, but this car.
Good afternoon again, everybody. Well, we've come over to the motorbike section and have a little look what's left here, and we've actually got Dave Thomas here with his Kawasaki. We have a good little story about this motorbike if you've not spoke to Dave, and it's I believe it's a bit of a record with this motorbike, isn't it? So my pressure. Yeah. Good afternoon. This is an awful long ball.
There's a MG Magnet.
Spend a lot of time polishing these days and whatever. If anybody wants to come across, have a chat. Yeah. I've got some trophies, legends, and all the rest of it. The weather's been turned out. Thanks again. About this bike then, so how long have you had? 1966. 66? Before I was born. Can't look out.
There's not much left in the way of motorbikes. They've all kind of cleared off, but there's a gentleman having a bit of an interview at the moment, so should we go and have a quick look? I appreciate some of the cars might clear off and I want to get some photos too, but I'm at another show tomorrow, so.
Since that time, there's too much to condense really. That's the history of the bike. The 350 bike engine you see today has been done in my father's workshop and hasn't got much to do with Kawasaki. But the concept of the rotary disc valve two-stroke is identical to what it was. This is one of the fastest bikes to TT. Is this the only bike you have? Yeah. So we obviously don't ride around the streets. So what is it? Well, let's say everybody come over and see the scouts outside the last one around and come round the work today and I'm sure he'll show his trophies and his memorabilia. Yeah, come along, come have a see Dave with this camera. In the far corner. And you'll get to see his trophies that he's won and I'm sure if you can, he'll let you have a photograph with this. So thank you very much, Dave. Thank you. Sorry.
Right, okay, let's get a few more bits of footage before all the cars start to clear off. It's not due to close for about another 4 hours, but as we were arriving there was a bunch of cars leaving, so I think people are not fussed for being out in the cold weather because it was about 40 degrees here yesterday and today it's about 5, so the old timers are not too pleased. Oh, the back of that Impala, look at that. They are seriously massive, the old American cars. I'm not sure what this one is. It a console, this? Oh, Vauxhall Crest, there it is. Right era, kind of. Mercury Cougar, covered in, I'm assuming they're Cougars. Looks like a snow leopard or something. Lovely colour. And an Opel Manta. My dad had one of these. Again, it was a light blue coloured thing.
Guys, everyone, we've got another treat for you. We've got B-side Taekwondo again, doing another thing in the main arena. So don't forget, everyone, today, if you want to come over and support B-side round table, come over to our hut and say hello. If you're over 18 and under 45, more than welcome to come along and join us.
Evos and Scoobies, etc.
And all the money raised goes back straight to your community, so come along and support us. You might find some buckets around that people are carrying.
Right, I'm gonna call it quits now because I'm gonna get some photos.